Hello agents and welcome to another Division video. Madison Field Hospital Legendary Solo Guide, walkthrough, tutorial, whatever you wanna call it. In the update 1.8.2 we are having two legendary missions, two new legendary missions. One of those missions is Madison Field Hospital. It's shortest probably legendary mission in the division, and we are here at the first wave of enemies. I'm going to lead you through the gameplay. It's a half an hour gameplay, and first thing you want to do with these guys is to finish the healer, like always in the legendary missions. I'm running Tactician 5-piece classified with padded bulletproof vest. It's all electronic builds. All the mods are skill power electronics, and I already made a video about this build. I will leave you a link in the description below this video. So one thing I did change is a secondary rifle. My primary is low gear score assault rifle, and secondary is a normal assault rifle, and the talents I'm having are intense, competent and destructive. Most of the time I am using sticky and the seeker mines, but right now there are 3 shotgunners that are waiting for you right here on the top of this staircase. So you want to put your flame turret on this place, just aggro on these guys, stand by this curtain and just watch the bonfire, watch the barbecue as it's happening. So basically this is the first part, and we are already running towards the next part of this mission. I will just comment here and there to tell you what is important. For the second part you wanna equip your turret and the seeker mines. There is a lot of guys after these doors, and most annoying of the enemies are the grenadiers, which are going to constantly throw the nades at you, and you will have to deal with them. So we are entering the next room. You will see exactly where to position your turret, where to stand. You just want to stay behind this cover pretty much all the time in this part, and throw your turret right there, throw your seekers as far as possible, and that's basically all you have to do in this part. Sometimes the enemy can change the behavior, they can rush, they can be crazy, and I noticed another thing in the Madison Field Hospital: it's full of bugs. If you play a couple of times in a row, strange things are going to happen. At least it was happening to me, that the enemy can shoot you through the cover. They will like teleporting and stuff, but never mind, it's not that difficult legendary mission. Even more is easier if you kill yourself after the checkpoint, if you don't want to mess with the hunter, which is pretty much tough enemy at the end, but in this gameplay you will see the end with the hunter. So you just wanna be patient here. You wanna listen to the enemy, because they will say from time to time that the frag nades are going out and stuff like that. You can watch the indicators above their heads, but that's pretty much everything you will need to do in this part. The turret will stop the enemy to rush you. If you are going to use the sticky bomb, they will probably be more dangerous, but this way you're having like crowd control with your turret here, and the seeker mines are going to do the massive damage. If any of them trying to close on you, turret will stop him for a little bit, and just enough until your next seeker is ready to throw. So basically that's it. If I didn't say, I already made a video about this build. You can check it out in the description below this video. So basically this is the second part of this guide, and I will just stop commenting until we pass through. Uh, as I said, they are unpredictable. You can see that these guys just trying to rush me. I almost died here, but like 8 out of 10 times this is not going to happen. So most of the time they will stay in the back and trying to kill you with their nades and stuff, but be sure to have recovery link equipped and you will be good. At the end of this part, 2 shield guys are coming out and you will have to deal with them. I know there is already a lot of videos about this mission. Some guys can score some crazy times with this, but this guide is basically for everybody. I mean, if you are having little hours in a division, if you are a new player, you will be able to finish this solo with this type of build and this type of the gameplay. So usually all my legendary missions are around a half an hour. I take my time and just enjoying the game, and we are almost at the end of this part. Only 2 shield guys left and it should be over soon. My primary rifle is, as I said, low gear score, and I'm having determined, destructive and predatory on it. The predatory is the main source of healing with this build, and it's just about enough to get you through the mission. I'm going to pick up my stuff and we are already at the checkpoint, as you will see shortly. So we are going up with the elevator on the first floor in the Kobe's restaurant, and from there is only one wave of enemies that is going to be a little bit tricky. I will notice you about that part of the video, actually mission. So you wanna keep your turret here and your seeker mines, and if you don't wanna mess with the hunter at the end, now is the time to kill yourself. If you wanna go quicker through the mission, if you kill yourself, the hunter will not spawn, and as soon as you enter this corridor, you wanna hide here in the second, I don't know, separé or whatever that is, and don't worry about their nades. They are just blind F or shock nades, not actually shock, just blind F or gas. They're not going to lift you out of the cover, but you want to place your turret right here and do the rest of the job with your seeker mines. So this is the first wave of the enemies here. It is going to be quick. It's going to be finished very quick, and the second wave of enemies are a whole bunch of shotgunners, which are looking like little gnomes. Look at them coming out of the elevator. So the process is all the same, but there is one crucial point at this part, when the last 2 guys left here, which are LMG guys, which are now shooting at me. You just wanna switch your turret for the sticky bomb, because the next wave of enemies is going to have 2 healers and 1 guy which will throw the seeker mines at you, and they can be really nasty. There is also a sniper rifle NPC which is also going to make your life a little bit harder, but nothing particularly hard. If you are precise enough with your sticky bomb, you should be good. So I'm switching my turret for my seeker just before I end this guy, so I'm ready for the next wave. So before you kill this guy, you want to be ready for the next wave. Alright, they're coming out of the doors, and you can stand up on this little I don't know how to call it, and try to kill at least 1 healer with your seeker mines. But if you are not able to do it right from the start, you just have to be patient and try to do the healers first, like always in the legendary missions. So it's gonna take some time. It really depends on how accurate you are with your seeker mines, actually your sticky bomb. Because if you're just throwing seekers or you place your turret right here, it's not going to be enough to finish any of the enemies. There is also shield guy, but you don't want to mess with him in the beginning. As I said, the primary targets are this guy with the star, you can see him standing in the back, or one of the healers. If the guy with the star is far enough from the healers, then you might be able to finish him, but the best bet is to go for the healers first. Try to anticipate the seeker mines and destroy them with your assault rifle, and all the time have your eye on those guys, on those healers. As soon as you finish the healers, so basically this part of the game is over. This part of the mission is pretty much finished, because now any damage you do to the enemy is going to stay. They are not going to heal up again. So just be patient, don't raise your head above the cover, and be sure to watch those seekers. After this wave we will stay at the same place, you will see, and there is going to be another healer in the next wave and a whole bunch of shotgunners again and assault rifle guys, but the process will be all the same. You are going to do the healer first, and how long it is going to take really depends on you, how accurate you're going to be, as I said already. So these guys are going to be finished pretty soon, so you want to move at the beginning of the corridor here, so you will have a better look at the enemy. You will be able to find the healer easier from this place. Alright, the healer is down. Now as soon as you can, switch your sticky for the turret again and place turret at the same place as it was placed before, and this should be enough to do the job. And basically that's the last wave of enemy just before the roof, which is basically the end game in this legendary mission. Of course there is several waves of enemies at the roof with the hunter at the end, but these guys are going down pretty easy as long as you did the healer first. Okay, another wave of these shotgunners, which are kind of looking funny right now, shooting and trying to put you down, but they can do really any damage if you are just sitting here in the cover. So basically it's easy. The hardest part of this is already finished, so this is just a routine. You gotta be careful, even if the game said that this part of the mission is over, you see that one guy left. This is the guy from the previous wave. If you didn't clear out the previous wave and you clear out the last wave, the game will say that everything is clear, but it's not. So I don't know if this is intentionally or not, but just be careful and be sure to clear out all the enemies on this floor so you can go upstairs on the roof. So on the roof, once we get there, I'm going to show you a couple of different places from where you can take out the enemies. So again, you wanna equip your sticky and seeker mines, and I will guide you through the 2 or 3 different places on the roof from where you can finish this game. So we are going up. Be sure to replenish your ammo. This is the first place. I'm going to climb up right here and show you from where you can do basically all the mission, but we are not going to do it from here in the beginning. Restock. Now this is like a main entrance over this staircase. You can see that you can really hit them from here, but the best place for the first couple of waves of the enemies is right here at the end of this corridor. So you wanna just take cover here. You can see the enemies here, and just go cover to this place, and then again you wanna run cover to these small ladders and climb up here. I was playing a couple of times this, and I find out that this is probably the easiest place. You don't have to worry that they will flank you, because they will not. I don't know why. And even if they are going to flank you, they're not going to do basically any damage. So this is the best possible place for the beginning of the last part of the mission. The first wave of enemies doesn't have a healer, got only blind F or gas nades, so you don't have to worry that they will make any significant damage to you. And you're having them like they are on your palm. I mean, you can see every enemy, and you can take time and just aim for these guys with the shield, because they have the most health, and as soon as you are finishing these two guys, the rest of the guys in these waves are going down easy. So try to cut the most guys in your sticky bomb circle as you can, as many as you can, and you will be finished with this part pretty quick. We will not finish the game from this place, as you will see a little bit later, but as soon as the last guy is done, you wanna just look over your shoulder and place the sticky on this brick of, I don't know, ventilation or whatever it is, and just detonate, and you will do massive damage to multiple targets. So be careful, these guys can throw anything at you. Just be sure to have your recovery link equipped. It is a little bit risky from here, but I think 3 or 4 waves you can do from here, and the last wave I was going back at the place I showed you at the beginning of this part, but you will see that very soon. So these guys are going down with the sticky and with the seeker mines, and you will see the next wave very soon. You can see that even these guys are not going to try to flank you. Okay, this one guy, but Seeker will finish him. If you can, take care that you're having your sticky bomb ready for every next wave. Now they're coming from these doors. You wanna place the sticky on the floor. Also, and as soon as they are light up in the circle of your sticky, you wanna detonate it again and try to catch as many of those NPCs as you can with your sticky. Now this wave got a healer, but they are spreading all around, so if they are not in the circle of the support station of the healer, they are pretty easy targets. So just be patient and don't exit the cover at all costs and try to finish them with the sticky and with the seeker mines. Yeah. If there is no hunter, I mean, this is one of the easiest legendary missions, and it's probably the shortest one. You see that here I forgot to finish the healer, but never mind, he will go down very soon. Somehow I miss him, forgot about him, but of course he should be the guy you're going to do first if you can. It's like always the same in the legendary missions. These healers are the most annoying, alongside with the grenadiers. Now a whole bunch of shotgunners are going to try to rush you, but the seeker mines will basically clear them out, and very soon we are going to have the last wave of the enemies. Now they are flanking, but you will see that they are not making any significant damage here. I don't know about the angle, or if the game is broken at this part. You can see that they are basically not shooting, just standing down there. I don't know. Is it going to be fixed, or you know that 1-2 shot from the shotgunners you're going down, but not going to happen. Alright, these guys are pretty much at the end, and another wave of enemies is coming out. Now these guys are the most dangerous out of these couple of waves on the roof, because they're having those grenadiers. You want to do them as quick as you can. Now you see that the healer is right in front of me, and I was pretty lucky that he showed himself, and the rest of the job is going to be more easier than if the healer is alive, because these guys are really doing some nasty damage. As you can see, they're lifting you out of the cover, shooting at you and throwing those nades and sticky, but without the healer they are going down pretty quick. Alright, I throw my seeker just to find out where they are. As you can see, I forgot about this shotgunner. As I did say before, he was just standing below and he didn't shoot at me. If he did shoot, I'll be dead from the long time ago. And this is the last wave with the hunter, and these guys are going to flank you, and they are dangerous. So I decided that the best course of action will be if I retreat. So from this place I was just retreat, and be sure to use cover to cover, because they are doing massive damage, especially if you are a tactician. And I went back to the place I showed you at the beginning of the roof gameplay, so you will see how I finish this mission. I will tell you little stuff I find out during the gameplay. So I'm just watching the position of the enemy and going back to the first place. This is the best place because you can retreat pretty much at any time. You just have to jump back and you will end of the lower platform if they start to hitting you with the stickies and grenades. You see that fence in front of me? You can shoot your sticky bombs right through the middle, and you will do damage to all of the targets, as you will see very soon. Now the hunter is disrupting me, which is pretty annoying, but this is basically the place where you wanna shoot your sticky bombs. and little by little you will just delete these guys, and then the hunter is going to be the last NPC you will need to deal with. So if they start to rush you, you can always retreat. You can just jump back, you will end up down, and you will have more time to plan the next course of action. But most of the time this is the safest place on the roof. Basically you can do whatever you want from here. You see now the Falcon, which is basically the healer, is down. He is one of the first NPCs that will try to rush you. Then the hunter also is going to try to rush you. You gotta be careful and watchful for the vulture. He's a sniper rifle guy. Just be sure that you're in the cover all the time. The secondary rifle I was talking about in the beginning of the video is important because this is the rifle you are going to use for the hunter. Low gear score assault rifle is having a very low damage on the hunter, so this is the reason why I take the normal gear score assault rifle. I think mine is not fully optimized, it's 182, 181. I'm sorry, 281 or 282, whatever. But all talents are active. Destructive is in the third slot, and you will see how you can get rid of the hunter at the end. That's basically it. Just be careful, he might try to rush you, but you can prevent the hunter from rushing you with the turret and with the flashbang sticky, which we will equip very soon as I finish the last NPC. So now only hunter left, and I will switch my skills very quick, you will see, in order to finish the hunter. He is very annoying enemy, got very large pool of health, very large health pool, and he is regenerating all the time, and you just need to deal a constant damage on the hunter, and you will see how you can do that pretty easy. I mean, it's always the risky in the legendaries. I mean, you can die in literally 1 second, but just be patient and you should be alright. So I put my turret here to prevent him from rushing me. As you can see, he disrupted me. He can also hack the turret, and you really gotta be careful when that happens, because your own turret might kill you. But this is the place from where I finish this part of the mission. It took me a little while, but I find out that this is, for me, easiest way to finish the hunter. You are having full control of the area from here. You are in the cover, and you just constantly want to use your flashbang sticky and your turret, and be sure to equip your secondary rifle. As I said already, it's dealing a pretty decent damage. It's a lightweight M4 with intense, competent and destructive in the third slot. I wanted to have destructive in the third slot. It's the best talent for PvE. You can also go with the ferocious for the legendary missions, because all enemies are elite, so either ferocious, either destructive in the third slot. And that's basically it. Now everything is going to repeat in a circle. One flashbang, turret damage, assault rifle damage, your flashbang sticky have a cooldown time around 10 seconds, so it's just enough time to constantly deal the damage on the hunter. Sticky turret, assault rifle, and that's it. It's gonna take some time, but as long as the hunter is disrupted, you're having a chance to actually finish him. So and that's it, guys. The next video is going to be also new legendary mission, and Madison Field Hospital is finished. Drop a like, comment or subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.